97.3 Citi FM. Relevant radio, always.
Hi, my name is Nathan Quao and welcome to Citi FM's preview of the Barclays English Premier League Match Day 31.
Kupenda Condoms, love right.
Benjamin Nketsia joins me, and today we look at a mammoth weekend. Ben, is a weekend filled with grudge matches, derbies, what have you. Arsenal versus Aston Villa is our first one. This game is being played at Goodison Park. We've seen Arsenal thrown out of the FA Cup. Champions League hopes virtually up in the air now. Can they respond to Everton, who got a sensational win over Chelsea last weekend in the Emirates FA Cup?
Exactly. I think that win for Everton in the FA Cup is what they need, especially in a home game. The home form has been ragged from Roberto Martinez and his side. It's frustrating as a team, and I wonder what players are telling themselves. I think that for the manager, he can only do as much, because I'm very sure that they've spent time practicing defensive scenarios. They've spent time going over those errors they've made in games that have cost them big matches. And I think that players also need to work on their individual psyche, because it always tends to crumble at the end for Everton. I mean, they can go up by 2 goals and then they can let it go at the end. But I mean, they have a lot of positives to look forward to this season, but they will be looking to possibly exploit Arsenal just like Tottenham did. Increased intensity right from the start of the game, look to catch Arsenal on the break, maybe score an early goal and keep the momentum on their side. We all know that Goodison Park is a really difficult place to go. If Everton can just sort out their head at home a little, I think they should be good. For Arsene Wenger and the side, I think that they just know what a slip now will do to their title chances. Tottenham look
as if miles behind Leicester.
Exactly, but I mean, I think they should be thinking more about Tottenham now than even about Leicester, because Leicester are a bit out of the woods and in their own range as things stand right now. But Arsenal do not want Tottenham to slip away any further. They will hope to respond, because it's really been ragged from Arsene Wenger's men. They need a response from somewhere. They need their big players to step out. I can't say that enough. Again, Mesut Ozil, he's been fantastic all season, but they need him to be super towards the end of the season. Alexis Sanchez as well, it will be crucial to how their season ends.
So for Arsenal, they must get a response away at Liverpool as they take on Everton at Goodison Park. That's our first game on Saturday at 12:45. And then the other game is happening in London at 3. It's Chelsea versus West Ham. And Ben, it's awkward looking at Chelsea now, because they are out of the FA Cup. They are 10th as we speak. We don't even know if they will make European football next season. But West Ham are in the form of their lives. And after drawing at Old Trafford last weekend, you do get the sense that they really want to go on the road and win again, this time at Chelsea.
Exactly, and it's been what they've been special at doing this season. They've beaten Chelsea already in the first leg. Doing a double over them would be enticing. I mean, it's a London derby, so there's everything to be happy about for West Ham United. You do mention, I think that they are one of the dreaded teams this season. I mean, not a team anybody wants to face. And I want to use this opportunity to give special praise to Slaven Bilic. Fantastic coach. Nobody's talking about him. I think that everybody's been too busy trying to get Louis van Gaal sacked, trying to get Antonio Conte recruited for Chelsea. His brilliant work has gone under the radar. He's got them playing fantastic football. A defender himself, I was expecting that West Ham were going to be defensive stalwarts. Instead, they've had this brilliant spell of attack where, I mean, the goals have not come in terms of double digits for players, but they spread the goals around everybody. Kouyaté is getting his goals, Diafra Sakho getting his goals, Dimitri Payet getting his goals. I think that he signed a new contract as well. So, I mean, there's every sense for West Ham fans to be settled with their nerves with regards to knowing that their star player isn't going anywhere, at least for the foreseeable future. He might just follow them to the new season. I mean, they want to do one against Chelsea. For Chelsea themselves, I feel that there's nothing really to play for going into the season or towards the end.
But they said they are 24 points up in the air. Exactly. They could change something.
Well, I mean, it's just enough. I don't think that they will pick up all those figures, but it's one of those things for them. They must sort out their season, and they might just use this final curve of the season as sort of preparation towards what next season might be like. I guess that new manager Antonio Conte should be getting more contact with the team with regards to if he will even come in at all, if he will be confirmed at all. I mean, I'm speaking of him as if he's already manager, but nothing official has been communicated. I just think that West Ham might be too good in this one for Chelsea.
So Chelsea possibly heading for another problem. That's according to Benjamin Nketsia. Final game on Saturday is between Swansea and Aston Villa. Two teams trying to fight off relegation. Villa away at the bottom. Swansea not too far off. Can they get a win in Wales? Last week they were tripped up at AFC Bournemouth, and Francesco Guidolin and Alan Curtis must try and sort their problems out quickly, else it could be a very complex end to their season, which started well. But on Sunday, Ben, it's grudge day. Sunday is grudge day in the Premier League. It's a time-wear derby, and it's Sunderland taking on Newcastle. We know what this fixture means. Newcastle hates playing this game. They've not won this fixture in the last 2 or so years. Sunderland are trying to fight off relegation, and Ben, a lot of people say that this could be the perfect spark for Sunderland. They beat Newcastle and they could go on to big things.
It's a perfect spark for both teams. I mean, Rafael Benitez losing his first game against Leicester, you'd want to think that with 8 games left to go,
and they play at home.
Exactly, he would want to get one on the road, especially against the rivals. It's the perfect sort of result Newcastle need. I mean, who would have thought that at this point in the season, Sunderland would be on top of Newcastle? The sad bit about Newcastle is there's immense talent in that squad, but the talent has not lived up to expectations. I feel that quite a couple of players in there could feel betrayed because they have contributed their quota with regards to performances, with regards to effort, but it's just not been the same for some players. I saw John Joe Shelby play against Leicester City wearing the captain's armband, and it was appalling. He couldn't pass the ball, he had no energy, he had nothing in him to drive the rest of his teammates forward, and I think that Newcastle need emphatic performances from players like John Joe Shelby, brought in for big money. I think that it's time he fulfilled his potential. He was potential at Liverpool, he was potential at Swansea. He needs to break out of that potential bracket. I think that it will require big performances from a player like Sissoko as well. But again, I think that Sunderland will have their own plans. Sam Allardyce looks as if he has the relegation blueprints all figured out. Newcastle and Sunderland, mouth-watering one. I think that Rafael Benitez might be too wily for Allardyce.
We'll see how that one ends. But it's the biggest of the derbies, the Manchester derby, red versus blue, happening at the Etihad. And when we saw a first leg that was extremely cautious, it ended goalless. United almost won it in the end, but they were too scared to even open up. Do we expect a similar script on Sunday, or this time is up in the air and teams will open up and chase the points?
Truth is, I don't really know what to expect from either Manchester United or Manchester City week in, week out. You never know what you are going to see or the version you are going to see with regards to both teams. Manchester City have had a very disappointing season, if you ask me. I think that you look on the back of the quality that they have and you say that the quality of those players isn't the same anymore. I look at a player like David Silva, I think that either he's not motivated to play anymore or the intensity isn't there for him anymore. He doesn't look the same player. He carries the ball like David Silva would. He can pass the ball like David Silva would, but he's not unlocking as many defenses. He's not threatening the opponent. He's not getting his teammates into as dangerous positions as he normally would. And he's not even orchestrating the play the way I would think. Yaya Toure, he's had his own injury concern, so he's been a non-factor for most part of the season for me. United, they have had more reason to be optimistic. Injuries, players are coming back. I mean, they've had big contributions from unexpected players. I feel that Louis van Gaal has held his own with regards to keeping the team in competition with regards to having a bad squad. I think it will be an intense game, and I think that Van Gaal will want to win this one more than Pellegrini would. I mean, for reasons best known to him and for reasons best known to United fans. But I mean, I look at the numbers again, and you would expect that a player like Anthony Martial, he's looked like a player who enjoys big games. I think that he will be a factor. Sergio Aguero, he could affect this match as well. I mean, he scored 18 goals in 24 appearances. He's always a big game. If he's a threat and if he turns it on, then this could possibly go Manchester City's way.
For Manchester City, well, being tipped by Benjamin Nketsia, but can Man United respond? United themselves are in a very complex time of the season. There's an FA Cup replay, there's Europa League possibly to worry about. That is if they even get as far as they would want to, but we'll see. That's how the action goes down this weekend on City 97.3. Super Saturday starting off with Arsenal and Everton, and he ends on Sunday with the derby game, Sunderland versus Newcastle. That's happening at St James's Park at the Manchester derby at the Etihad. of course, this will be very incomplete without your input. We need you to predict. We need you to predict. Last week, Richard Pinto, he got it right when he predicted the correct scoreline between Norwich and Man City. You could get a wonderful prize. We need you to predict the exact scoreline in the Manchester derbies. Manchester City versus Manchester United at the Etihad. Get that scoreline right. You get a fantastic prize from us here at Citi 97.3.